Look, we did this last week, but there are just more and more Kamala Harris supporters every day being caught out that they actually have no idea why they like her.
What is Harris's biggest accomplishment to date as vice president?
I don't know. I don't feel comfortable doing this anymore.
She's was
Vice President.
she was a very good vice president.
That's an interesting question. Getting to vice president.
I have to do more research on her, honestly. I don't know, I'm just glad to see a woman of color in charge for once. That's it.
I haven't followed her political career that closely.
That's a good one. I don't know.
Brittney, you can't really blame them. To your point about the left-wing media, how it's been so dangerous in the role that it plays. And look, I can't really think of one reason why I like Kamala Harris either. What are your thoughts listening to that?
I mean, I can't help but laugh. It's comical, right? It's the epitome of so many people in our country right now in America, given the politics. And those people who were being interviewed, they're not young. I mean, they should fully know what's going on in the political climate, given that we're 69, 68 days away from our election. So, I'm not surprised though, unfortunately. And, again, I think with social media and the way people are getting their news nowadays, they're just really reading the headlines and they're not really reading the actual stories, just like how Kamala is spewing her policies, but yet we're not really understanding, well, how are you going to implement those policies? So the American people are just hearing the nuts and bolts, the headlines and how mainstream media is really making her look so perfect and great. So yeah, I'm not too surprised by some of these answers, but it's frightening to think that they're just going to be blindly voting for someone that they can't even say, what is she known for? What has she done for our country as a vice president? Again, all of these things that she's saying she's going to do. Well, let me just tell you, in the last 16 years, for 12 of those years, a Democrat's been in our White House. So we haven't seen a lot of change. I mean, we need change.
Yeah.
The fact that people keep saying, oh, she's going to create all this change. Well, why didn't they the last 4 years? And why haven't they years prior? So I don't know. It's frightening to see so many people be so ignorant about this.
It's the most frustrating message that I keep hearing here in Australia, seeing it online. Vote for Kamala Harris for change, as if she isn't already the vice president. And as we know, Kamala has just been riding the waves of vibes and she hasn't really been clear on policy. In fact, she's been flip-flopping.